Okay, 12 minutes out of the parking lot of Longs Peak parking lot. Hit the signs. Do not go to Estes Cone because it's boring as hell. Just keep going up here a bit until you get to the first switchback, and then you're off into the forest. So I've cleared the first switchback, now into the forest. It's not crazy steep, but it will make you breathe and will give you a good time. So I'm probably halfway up the ridge. I tell you what, some days this climb seems like it takes forever, even though it's really short. But the ridge just seems like it's eternity and beyond. So off I go, back up there. So I'm not quite on the ridge yet, but I'm getting close, as you can tell by the rock I'm standing on. So got a nice view of Twin Sisters, the big landslide that happened from the flood, and then we got the Estes Cone over there, and Lily Mountain, which is another one of those wasted time hills to go on top of, but pretty cool. So now I am officially on the nose of the ridge. It took me 50 minutes to get up here. I did hike yesterday, so I'm a little slow today. This ridge is not overly long, but you can't be on top of it the whole time. You have to actually traverse the north face of this ridge because the ridge itself is entirely too rocky to be efficient, and efficiency is what we want. So yeah, there it is. The north side of this ridge is not easy. There's seriously a little bit of punishment involved, but it doesn't last very long. It's really pretty short, but for sure you get to suffer a little bit. Cruise through all kinds of interesting little nooks and crannies. Find the cool spots. Heck yeah. Seriously, can't believe I tried doing this in snowshoes. Not once, but twice. Came through here on snowshoes. Granted, I failed both times. Whew, that's hard without snowshoes. Thought it was a good time to come up onto the ridge and maybe get a little bit of a view, as long as I don't fall over. Kind of see what I'm looking at, where I'm going. There's a ridge up there. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, but you can see what I was saying. This ridge is just rocky like this, and it's just difficult. Maybe easier than the forest. Maybe I should try it. I always know that once I get into this spot right here, the traveling is going to be a lot easier. You can see in that direction, no more down logs, no more really steepness, snow. This is always a cool spot. I always feel like I'm entering like 2001, A Space Odyssey when I come in here. And there it is. I'll be doing a hike this Sunday, which will be the 29th. And one of the people I'll be going with posted that there was snow travel and that it was difficult and people were failing. And I couldn't believe it. I think he was lying because I'm in sandals. I can cruise on snow. It's so much easier. This is awesome. And when it gets steep, it's still soft. I can still kick steps with sandals on. Wait, I love going through these trees. They're pretty awesome. They do bite though, so you totally have to be careful sometimes going through them. But they're really cool. That's a pretty good indication that I'm getting close to tree line, which is probably just going to get even more difficult than it is right now. I remember the last time I came through here, I picked a really good route, but dang, finding that again can be difficult. Looks like the flowers are starting to come out, finally. It's really cool being up around tree line this time of year because all the pasque flowers are all coming out where they've, you know, already gone through their cycle everywhere else except up here. There's the ridge. I don't know if you can see it with this crappy camera, but it's a little more aggressive than I thought it was. Pretty awesome though. I would still take people up here. I'm on a little bit steeper snow now. Still feeling pretty comfortable in my sandals. I can go down that, no problem in sandals. And I'm pretty sure I can kick steps in it too, so snow so far, not an issue. And there's the Estes cone. True story, this place is awesome. I love it up here. Who knows how long these trees have been here? Hundreds of years? Dead? 100 years before? Alive? Maybe. Just awesome up here. I really want to go in that snow over there, but it is totally and way out of my way, so I will continue on with the right direction. And here I go. It appears that here is the last tree, so I'm going to step above tree line. Okay, I'm above tree line. Woo-hoo! It looks like Ypsilon and Chiquita are getting rained on. I wonder if I'll get rained on today. They called for 30% chance. And so, if I do get rained on, it'll be tiny, like that over there. It's looking like I might get a little wet today. Maybe, never know. Okay, cool. It appears that the ridge I came up is Pine Ridge, and I am on Battle Mountain. That is very bizarre. So, cool though. Pretty happy about that. Gonna have to eat lunch pretty quick, I guess, because that's like so not looking friendly. So, dang, that's a bummer. Yeah. Well, it's okay. I can deal with it. Oh, there's my elk friend. Well, you can't see the elk over there, but it's a lone boy, I think. Young boy. And he showed interest in me, I think, because I hike with poles. Makes me look like I have 4 legs. So, every time I come through here, I always see tons of elk. This is like an elk haven down there. You can't see them because of this crappy camera, but I can see them pretty good. So just trust me, they're down there and they know I'm right here. They're all looking at me. I feel so watched. Probably not the best idea to be down here because I'm seeing some babies And I don't know how aggressive elk are with their babies, but I'm sure just as aggressive as any other animal or mother who feels their child is in danger. So I must exercise extreme caution because there is a lot more of them and only one could kill me. So here is a high alpine stream, which is lovely. Last time I was up here, I broke out my water filter and hot water here. So here I am. I'm at the other ridge and I'm at a trail, which I will take for about a few feet. There's a guy over there. And then I'm getting on that ridge with that little knob right there. And that'll take me all the way down. So we can look over here. Here we can see the little ridge I was on, which is pretty much right in the center of the screen. I have literally walked on the tops of those slades for multiple years. And now it's amazing to think that they just let go. Wow. Kind of filled in the lakes down there. There was a couple of nice little lakes. Almost totally filled in. Wow. Up to this point, I have been taking the ridge trail until I got down into this little gully area. And the trail kind of comes through here. And, well, I'm on it. And goes through there. But now it's time for me to go that way and start following this little gully down into the forest, which offers pretty user-friendly terrain all the way back to the car. Why would you ever want to be on a trail when you can cruise through this? This is just like endless awesome, endless epic. Just keeps going and going, and there's nothing but easy trails to get through all of this. Tree-lined trees. Yay! There's the other ridge that I came up. Estes Cone. When you follow this route down, it's just kind of a shelf system all the way down if you do it right. But if you don't do it right, then, you know, then you're just bushwhacking through steep stuff. This is really a cool tree. I've taken pictures of it before in the winter. Come back here a lot in the winter. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah. Doesn't want to fall over either. I've wiggled it, but it's bad. Seriously, awesome ridge to be on. I really like that ridge. It's hard, but it's good. There's a few elk trails down this descent, and the elk make a pretty darn good trail. I'm always happy when I find an elk trail because they're so darn big. They really trample it nicely and make it pretty darn user friendly. I ran out of water, so I had to leave the elk trail. It was going to keep going. I knew kind of where it was going to go, but I needed to get down onto a main trail, and so I'm almost to the car. Day is almost done. Epic day. Fantastic. And even though this trail looks very well worn, almost nobody uses it because they block it off. And it looks like a road when it starts, so it looks like it's just a road blocked off. But it turns into this awesome trail. I've never followed it all the way because, you know, I get bored with the trails so quickly.
Well, he's not very handsome to look at. Oh, he's shaggy and he eats like a hog, and he's always killing my chickens. that dirty